ARM Global LAD Scope Plan 2020. Ang ating LAD Global Scope as of December 31, 2014 ay may scope na 375,853. Ang naipamahagi na ay 263,563 at balancing humigit kumulang 112,290 o 29.84%. At ang balancing ito ay ating nilinis mula January hanggang August 2015. Ang program direction ng DAR ARMM para sa Land Tenure Service para sa calendar year 2015 hanggang 2016. Para sa A, Land Acquisition and Distribution, ARM Global Scope Plan 2020. Ensure timely completion of balances for LAD and other LTI-related activities through installation of an effective landholding tracking system and ensure utilization of the OP tool as an effective and efficient web tool to track status of land holdings, other land tenure improvement services, programming and planning for subdivision balance, ensure delivery of all backlogs from 2012 to 2014, LAD balance cleansing. As early as November 2012, the DARPO operations made inventory of balances and accomplishment by municipality and subsequently provided master list to respective MAROs. Series of cleansing activities were conducted in 2015 to facilitate the establishment of cleansed and firmed up ARMM LTI Global Balance 2020. The process of cleansing in 2015. Number 1, creation of Task Force Global Scope. DARO ARMM Memorandum Order Number 212 Series of 2015 created the Task Force on ARMM Global Scope, strengthened the Regional Task Force on ARMM Global LAD Scope with the main task of coming up with tangible list of land holdings supporting targets and accomplishment and balances. Records reconciliation. Submission to DARO by the DARPOs of the support list of land holdings covering the LAD balance per data generated by the OP tool. Reconciliation of the OP tool database and DARPO's support list of land holdings of their LAD scope database as of December 31, 2014. Verification of database with DARMOS. Conducted one-on-one assessment with MAROs region-wide to establish the tangible grassroots data. MAROs were directed to validate accomplishment and balances on the ground to further determine the status of land holdings as well as ARBs and the doability of the remaining balances. Series of workshops were conducted for the MAROs by the DARPOs for data reconciliation on scope, accomplishment, and balances. As a result of the MAROs field investigation, they were able to identify workable land holdings of their respective balances. Series of workshops were conducted for the MAROs by DARPOs for data reconciliation on scope, accomplishment, and balances. With our desire to at least fill up some of the vacuum made due to deletion, some MAROs took the initiative of finding replacement land holdings. Validation of land holdings by DARO ARMM. Strengthen the MANCOM and EXICOM to facilitate continuous data reconciliation and feedbacking mechanism. Conducted provincial visitation to fast-track data validation at the provincial level. Adopted the provincial focal point system to hasten operational delays and maximize staff operational intervention. Created a special bids and awards committee at the regional level to institutionalize the conduct of survey procurement activities. This provided for a mechanism for DARO ARMM to validate the support list of land holdings. Updating of land holding status in the OP tool database. Conducted LTI planning workshop last August 29 to September 1, 2015 to update the land holding status in the OP tool database and to come up with ARMM Global LAD Balance Plan 2020. Continuous updating of OP tool is scheduled to ensure compliance to Memorandum Circular Number 4 Series of 2014 issued by DAR Central Office on LAD. Justification for deduction of selected land holdings from the OP tool balance. On the voluntary offer to sell land holdings, concerned landowner backed out from pursuing their offered land due to suspension of BOSS mode acquisition in the ARMM way back 1999, which was only lifted just recently. Landowners were demoralized by the snail pace processing and payment of BOSS land as well as the non-payment of those previously offered lands before and after the said suspension. VOCFs of land holdings offered on or before May 2006 were not on file in the DARPO Lanao del Sur because sometimes in June 2006, a group of robbers forcibly ransacked the DARPO resulting the loss of all VOCFs in the operational division at DARPO. and many among the landowners were very apprehensive of the inevitable termination of the CARP, as well as the anticipated approval of the Bangsamoro Basic Law. Serious threats and harassment made by the landowners against the Maros. On the voluntary land transfer land holdings, Paragraph 2 of Section 7 of the RA number 6657 as amended provides, among other things, that with respect to voluntary land transfer, only those submitted by June 30, 2009 shall be allowed, provided further that after June 30, 2009, the modes of acquisition shall be limited to the voluntary offer to sell and compulsory acquisition. Moreover, DOJ Opinion Number 81 Series of 2012 opened that in the case of VLT Paragraph 2 Section 7 of RA Number 6657 as amended provides that implementation be until June 30, 2009. However, to strictly follow or enforce the time provision set by Paragraph 2 Section 7 of RA number 6657 as amended, considering that the deadline has lapsed and there are still pending VLT application, will cause great injury to the beneficiaries under the VLT who are not at fault for delay in the distribution of the lands and their corresponding titles, and the DAR Central Office no longer allow targeting of VLT land holdings, even those offered before June 30, 2009 since 2014. On the government financial institutions land holdings, per actual field investigation conducted by the concerned Maros, the following findings prevailed. Most of these land holdings are not physically existing, meaning they cannot be located anyhow and anywhere. Although there were very few land holdings having physical existence, it came out that the area is either enlarged, encroaching the possessions or rights of other landowner, which might result to family feud. Part of the investigation divulged that the absence of the former landowners are maybe due to migration, death, a fictitious name, and displacement during series of wars between the government forces and the Muslim combatants. And another hindering factor is non-cooperation of the concerned GFIS or banks such as the DBP as manifested by the series of follow-ups and transactions made by our office. The cleansed ARMM Global Land Balance. Result of the cleansing efforts. Out of the 112,290 hectares ARMM Global Land Balance in December 2014, it led to a cleansed balance of 82,170 hectares or 73.18% of the ARM Global Land Balance, covering 5,627 land holdings. If the 410 replacement land holdings covering 8,908 hectares will be considered by part, the ARM Global Land Balance will then be at 91,706 hectares covering 6,037 land holdings. The ARM Global Land Plan 2020. The objective: ARMM will be land-free by year 2020 and shift focus on further strengthening its support services to the agrarian reform beneficiaries and their organizations and communities. Come up with a projection of cleansed ARMM Global Land Balance including replacement land holdings until year 2020. Projection of cleansed ARM Global Land Balance of 91,076 hectares from 2015 to 2020. Sa 2015 ay merong 20,415 hectares na ipapamahagi natin sa 2016, 32,066 hectares naman sa 2016 at ipapamahagi natin sa 2017. Sa 2017 ay 22,601 hectares na ipapamahagi naman natin sa taong 2018. Ang kabuoang total ng mga non-problematic land holdings natin ay 75,082 hectares. Sa taong 2018, meron tayong 7,086 hectares na problematic land holdings at meron tayong 2 taon para resolbahin ang problema upang ito ay maipamahagi natin sa 2019. Para naman sa 2019, meron tayong 8,908 hectares na replacement land holdings na nahanap ng ating mga Maros na kung saan ito ay subject sa approval ng PART at kapag naaprubahan, ito ay pwedeng ipamahagi sa taong 2020.